All right, so we're going to do word problems with inequalities. So again, we might want to highlight some things that we find to be important. So last Friday, Morgan had $5.50. So we had $5.50, and she received money. She now has over $27. So how much money did she get babysitting? So remember, we define our variable. We define our variable by the question. So the question is, how much money did she get for babysitting? So our variable is the dollar amount received for babysitting. And now we have to write an equation, right? So how much money did we start with? Well, we started with $5.50. So that's what our equation starts with. So we have our equation, our 550. So we always start with how much we started with. So we started with 550, and then we received money. Received money means to add, right? So we want to add how much we received. Do we know how much we received? No, that's our X, right? So we do X. And then here's the important part, the inequality part. So normally we would have an equal sign, but it says it has to be over $27. So over means greater than. Does it mean equal to though? If I have over that much? No, it just means greater than 27. And then that's our equation that we have to solve. So I'm going to let you solve that. So pause the video and try solving that now. All right, so hopefully you got that X is greater than 2150. So we can say Morgan received over, I'm just going to use the same verbiage they did, $21.50 babysitting. So use the same language that they do, so that way it's clear and concise. Okay. Let's do another one. Well, just kidding. I want you to try number 2 on your own. So I want you to pause and try all parts of number 2 on your own, because it works the same way as number 1. So define your variable, write your equation, solve it, and then label your final answer. If I could pause. So to kind of break it down, so defining your variable is the dollar amount Trevor had before buying pizza, right? Okay, so if you got something along those lines, that's a great start. Then get to writing the equation. So the equation you should have gotten is X minus 625, and then no more than means that it has to be less than, but it could be equal to $19. So if you didn't get that equation, let me know or ask in class and we could discuss it, but keep on going, solve that now. So you should have gotten 25, and then we write the sentence, right? So I'm just going to write exactly what they did. Trevor had no more than $25.25 before buying pizza. Left off the buying pizza. Okay. So again, use the same inequality language that they did and just answer the question. All right, so let's look at the next one. Okay, so let's look. Amber had $600.50 in savings at the beginning. She wants to have at least $475 in the account by the end of the summer. She withdraws 25 each week. How many weeks can Amber withdraw money? So X is your number of weeks. Okay. And then we have to write that equation. How much money did we start with? We started with 650. So we're starting with 650. What's happening each week? What does withdraw mean? Withdraw means to take away. So we're subtracting how much money each week? 25 each week. And it says at least. So she wants to have more, at the minimum, $475. So at least it could also be equal to 475 in her account. So how many weeks can she do that? Now that we have that equation, start solving, okay? Watch your signs and your inequality symbol. If you need a little help solving, we have to subtract 650 first. Okay, and then we get negative 25x is less than or equal to. Don't forget about that negative. And it's equal to negative 175. And we have to divide both sides by a negative 25. And then don't forget, when we multiply or divide by a negative, what happens to our inequality symbol? It flips around. And that should give us 7. So, but now our inequality symbol is flipped. So instead of at least, the opposite of at least, I would say is at most. So she can withdraw money for at most 7 weeks or something along those lines. All right, now that we've done number 3, I want you to try number 4 for me, okay? Try that right now. All right, so your X is the number of carnival rides. So we always start with how much should we pay to get in? So we paid with $3.75. And then it's each ride costs $1.25 each. So 1.25x. And it says the greatest number. So we can't go over $30 because that's what we have to spend. If we go over 30, she won't have any money. Well, she doesn't have any money. But can we spend up to 30? Yeah, of course, we can spend up to 30. So that's why it's less than or equal to. And then just solve that equation. So when you solve that equation, you should have gotten that X is less than or equal to 21. So that's why I used at most. Okay, so that's why I said at most 21 carnival rides. Because remember, that doesn't include food or anything that you get at the carnival. So, all right, let me know if you have any questions.